Every year, thousands of people are murdered. With every murder case taken to court, society tries to put a price on human life. The best example of this is in assigning the death penalty as punishment for murder. The belief is that this would deter future murders. However, the death penalty is ineffective as a deterrent to murder. In order to support this, I will discuss the psychology of violent criminals, namely murderers, the fact that the statistics fail to support the death penalty that has a deterrent effect, and the belief that the police share. The psychology of violent criminals fails to suggest that they would be deterred by the fear of the death penalty. For example, violent criminals could be characterized as sadistic. It would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to convince a sadistic person that murdering is wrong, especially responding to violence with violence. Phoebe Ellsworth, professor of psychology and law at the University of Michigan, believes that the death penalty has no deterrent effect on the rate of violent crime. Further down in that article, Robert Dunham is quoted as saying that we misinterpret the psychology of violent criminals and the effect the death penalty would have in deterring their actions. According to him, this is because we believe that their actions are based on rational judgments and an understanding of consequences. He also says that it cannot be a deterrent if the punishment is not followed through on efficiently, if at all. Although there might be some question as to the interpretation of psychological research in determining whether there is a deterrent effect of the death penalty, the statistics, or in this case, the lack of sound statistics, could not be in question. The fact is that statistics fail to support the death penalty's deterrent effect. The FBI statistics in 2007 show that the number of murders per 100,000 people in the United States from 2001 to 2007 has remained fairly constant at around 5.5 to 5.7 people. In 2007, the rate was slightly higher in states with the death penalty at 5.5 people per 100,000 than in states without at 3.1 per 100,000. In 2006, Dr. Jeffrey Fagan of the Columbia University stated in one of his articles that there are many errors in the way studies that support the death penalty's effectiveness as a deterrent to murder are carried out. According to these studies, anywhere between 3 and 32 future murders could be prevented with the death penalty. Another article published the same year suggested that research supporting the death penalty's effectiveness estimates that there could be anywhere between 89 people lost to 429 people saved per verdict of death, with slight alterations to the way that the research was conducted and analyzed. An article slightly earlier in 2004, written by Professor Richard Burke of the Department of Statistics at UCLA, stated that there are many problems with the data analysis in studies on the effectiveness of the death penalty. After discussing the numbers, we should go to those who deal directly with the consequences of the death penalty, the police. Police do not believe that the death penalty is an effective deterrent of murder. This is because the penalty itself is not carried out efficiently. Regardless, the issue is not why, but the fact that it is inefficient or ineffective. This was according to many studies or opinion polls of police chiefs across the United States and to a 27-year veteran of the Santa Ana Police Department. After being provided with this broad base of support that the death penalty is ineffective as a deterrent to future murders, hopefully those of you who believe that it is will challenge and reconsider your own opinions.